Welcome to Kharche Ka Funda with me, Anil Saigal. On this show, we'll talk about the fundamentals of spending wisely. We have with us today Suchitra. Let's talk to Suchitra. Hi, Suchitra.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Okay, Suchitra, tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do?
I'm from Delhi, but I moved to Bombay a year and a half back. I work for MAC Cosmetics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So, what brings you to our show, Suchitra? What are you planning to buy?
Well, a house, not right now,
Yeah,
but
okay.
maybe in 2-3 years' time.
What kind of savings you have for that?
Well, a little bit, not a lot,
But still, how much?
around 7,
Around 7 lakhs
Yeah.
you've saved. That's very good. And how many years have you been working?
around 9 years.
So these 7 lakhs you would have saved in how many years?
7 years maybe?
In 7 years. So you've been saving for some time. And what do you earn? Like, what is your monthly income?
Right now it's around, you can say 60 per month.
And you're living alone in Mumbai?
Yes.
So out of 60, how much you manage to save every month?
7, 10, approximately like that.
Out of 60, you just save 7 to 10,000. Are you happy with your savings?
Not really.
What more could you save? Like, what do you think you could, looking at your expenses that must be given out, how much you think you could save more?
I can easily do 20.
You can easily do 20. And have you gone around a little and seen what flats cost in Mumbai?
Yeah, in ads, like they say around 50, 60, 70.
Where
maybe
would that
more.
be? Like you want
Mostly in suburbs, yeah.
suburbs, but suburbs like in Mumbai are, there's a long way to suburbs. They start, even Bandra is a suburb, and then Thane is a suburb. So where would you like to fit in? Where would you like to buy your flat?
I'm not too well versed with Mumbai's
Okay.
geography right
So
now.
that would be your first homework. Go and get well versed so that you have an idea of these 50, 60 that they advertise, where they are. That you need to go visit the place a little. And what have you done with your savings? Like, where have you put your savings in?
No, some are like government savings, like PPF and some
You've invested in
jewelry.
PPF. Okay.
Yeah,
So out of 7 lakhs, how much would be in PPF?
maybe around 4.
And the rest 3?
In jewelry or...
Jewelry is
yeah.
a savings.
Maybe not now. It
No,
was long time
why
back.
do you consider jewelry as savings? It's gold jewelry.
It's gold,
I presume,
yes.
Yeah? So do you think gold jewelry is a great idea to save money
Not
up as?
really, but it
Because-
just happened. I had to buy, so I bought it and kept. So maybe that's a part
See,
of
I
it.
always suggest that if you want to buy jewelry to wear, buy artificial and wear artificial jewelry. And if you want gold for investment, then invest in these gold bonds. They give you an interest and you don't have to
Okay.
take care of your gold and you don't lose any making. If you take your jewelry back, it costs you, if they give you about 1/3 less than the
Okay.
value. So you lose 30% anyway. If the price has gone up, you've lost it anyway. So jewelry is not a good investment. So now you have a problem, like you have money in jewelry and you have, which is not so good, and you have money in PPF, which is again, you cannot like take it out and invest it in a home. So you're sitting at zero. So like you're planning this 60 lakh investment, even if you pay the 10, 12 lakhs as down payment, you'll still be taking a loan of, let's say if it's 60, you'll be taking a loan of about 50. And a loan of about 50 would mean an EMI of almost 50,000 a month, around 50,000 a month. So if you're taking a 50,000 a month expense, like right now, I wouldn't advise you to do it because you said my targeted savings are 20,000 a month and we are talking about 50 a month. So it's a good thing that you're planning 5 years ahead. Then you could think in those terms. And then you would again go back to the first thing that, do I like that area? Do I like the area where they're selling the 50 lakh flat as like what you read in the advertisement? So if you don't like to live there, I wouldn't advise you to go for this kind of investment at all. Look for other, like you want to get into real estate, look for other options. Look for, you're from Delhi, look for places in and around Delhi where you could invest that kind of money in a piece of land maybe which you would like to own.
Okay.
That would be a great investment because land always appreciates, gives you good returns. Even in Mumbai, you could go to the outskirts and buy a piece of land. But here, when you buy land, you have to be careful that you need to have some relationship with that area. You have to keep going and keep meeting the village people so that your land, your ownership never gets into a confusion. So land investments are a little more complicated. So go where you have some like a backup structure, a social backup structure like you have in Delhi. there I would advise you to consider this. Because if your parents can just maro a chakkar sometime and see that, yes, talk to the village patwari and everybody, and they have an annual, like you pay a small fee and you just keep update the record that I am the owner of the land, that would be a great investment for a young person. Not a lot of young people are investing in land. So be smart and look at those options also when you look at this. Because you generally are saying that I am looking for a flat, but to be honest, do you really look for a flat where you will live?
It was more for
Or is it more an
investment?
See,
Yeah.
that's where it comes to. So we always think of investment as something different and use as something different. That is where we make an error. And you remember this, that your 7 lakhs is not a savings right now.
Got it.
It's gone for a long time and you just like stay with it. Okay, keep adding to it because that's your retirement money. Don't stop adding to it. It's a very good investment, PPF. It's not a bad investment. And you're doing the right thing by getting into this at a young age. So just take a view, take a note of all these options that are there in front of you, and then take your call.
Cool.
So you decide whether you really want to buy a flat or you want to buy a piece of land. Do some research,
Yeah,
find
I
out a
will.
little more.
Maybe I will.
So thank you, Suchitra. Anything else I can discuss with you today?
Well, you gave me a lot of insight into
I'm happy that
everything
you're
and
happy. I'm happy that
I might
you...
have a mind change. Maybe I'll just go buy a land.
Oh, that would be great. If you just explore that and you find something, that would be excellent.
Okay.
Thanks a lot for coming and
Thank
talking
you.
to us, and see you.
Yeah.
And before we leave, here's the funda of the day. We often say, I want to invest in residential property. Let's not think like that. Let's think we are investing in a home. If we would like to live there, others would like to live there. It's a good investment.